Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our first Tea and Tarot Tuesday of the year of 2026. Ow. Welcome. Happy New Year. We made it, beloveds. How are you feeling? How is this first 5 or 6 days of this year treating you so far? Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Feeling hopeful? What do you feel about this new year? Because tonight we're going to get into the tea, because this is our part 2 of our all signs reading for the month of January. So we are getting into Sagittarius through, I'm sorry, we're going to start with Cancer tonight and get into and go all the way through Sagittarius. So we have Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. 1:11 on the clock. So the path is right open. Right. Oh, interesting. Path is right open. The path is right open. The path is white open. All the things that I said, other than the path is wide open. So that's funny. Anyway, welcome. If you don't know me, hi. My name is Princess Leah. I'm going to center back before we get started in tonight's Tea and Tarot Tuesday soul session for all the signs for the second half. If you're new to my channel, my intention for all of my readings and all of my energy and content is to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine for the soul of mankind through conscious love. So all of the messages that come through, even when I'm being, silly and funny and I, notice certain things, like just so happened to notice that the clock just skipped over 2:12. It went from 2:11 to 2:13. I watched it as that second did not blink. So I think that that's very interesting, because I think that that is a message for someone. 2:12 might be a significant number for you of any sort. And so whatever that might mean, maybe something is skipping over you. Or maybe you are skipping, ready to skip over to the next. Skip. Oh, I'm hearing it. Skip to the next. You're ready to skip to the next. The next what? The next chapter. You're ready to skip to the next timeline. You're ready to skip to your next best step, to your next best thing, your next best you. So here we are in this new year. And tonight, hopefully, this reading for the signs of Cancer through Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the divine feminine, masculine, and messages from Spirit for you will help you in this new year, this fresh new vibe, this fresh new month, this fresh new universal cycle number 1. We get to now come to a brand new beginning. Why? Because last year, 2025, was the year, universal year 9. 2 + 2 + 5. That is the end of cycles. Now we get to number 10, which is also number 1. So we're in this ending and beginning phase. We got Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle here, always saying hello. And we are going to keep our vibes high and loving. And that, if that is not the vibe you're on, then that's okay, because that's the vibe we're on. And you can like this video on your way in or out, and you can fancy yourself some tea or whatever beverage you would like to sip on for tonight's Tea and Tarot Tuesday for our all signs reading. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Lego. Welcome on everyone who is here. And we're all here for good vibes only, because it's 2026. So if there is ever anything that I feel that I need to either not participate, I love chats, I love our lives, I love communicating, I love having these conversations, but for the sake of time, I will not engage into most of our chats on these lives. And for the sake of respecting everyone's space and energy, I will not engage with people who have nonsense energy. Okay? All right. First, what do you call it? House rules out the box. Welcome to 2026. So let's get started, okay? So we have Cancer. What I love about the Cancer energy right now, whether you are Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, is the fact that Cancer, we just had our full moon in Cancer on the 3rd. And so we have a lot of Cancerian energy. Cancer is also ruled by the moon. Welcome on, welcome on. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So everyone in this collective is still in these post-shadow, full moon Cancer energies. Full moons are about releasing, are about endings, are about clearing so that you can move into your greatest and highest, most aligned, authentic self. And so with Cancer being ruled by the moon in this full moon that we are coming out of, that you might be feeling a little bit of those post full moon hangover energies. Maybe you're having some ascension symptoms. Maybe your body's freaking out. Cancer rules the 4th house. We all have a 4th house. Welcome on, everyone. Welcome on, everyone. I'm glad you all are here. Cancer rules the 4th house, so we all have it. We all have Cancer somewhere in our chart, okay? And that is of home, family, past, even generations, past lives. So with it being a water sign, with it being a crab, with it being a hard outer exterior with a really, really soft interior, with it being that maternal mother protector, this is the time when we're probably feeling and maybe awakening maybe even energies around our maternal roles in our own life. If you're a mother, if you have a mother, and even in your family, even in the roles in your family, even in how you want to move and how you want to be emotionally met within your family or within your soul tribe. Because Cancer, or the moon, is also rules over our emotions. So it's a very emotional sign, as is being ruled by the moon, and it being a full moon in Cancer that we just had. We're all feeling a collective depth of super deep, intuitive, protective, loving, maternal, nurturing, familial kind of energy. And however that might need to adjust, if that's in healing and clearing, whatever, again, it's a full moon, right? Ending cycles. And we just are beginning this new year. So what is it from last year of 2025 are we completing these final clearings of, so that we can step into our official first new moon that'll be in Capricorn here. I believe it's I think it's actually on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Okay. I know that's right. So that is kind of the journey we're at, right? We're still in that ending transition to the beginning, because again, 10 is the completion, but 10 also reduces down to 1. So it's the alpha and the omega, okay? All right, I hope that makes sense. So Cancer, let's keep on rocking and rolling, because sometimes I be talking too much, and I gotta make sure that I am being mindful of our time. All right, so let's start with the Cancer Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. I might end up changing that, because look at that, 9:19 on the clock for Cancer Divine Feminine. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Wherever it is in your chart, or if you are cross-watching for a Cancer Divine Feminine. Remember, we also all have feminine and masculine energy in our own bodies system. So make sure you're also thinking about how this could be resonating with your own personal stories, okay? All right. So Cancer, Divine Feminine. I forgot my tea. Bummer. I might have to just grab my water right up there. Cancer, Divine Feminine, we have the Four of Wands in reverse here at the bottom of the deck for the month of January. Let's talk about it. I see the Ten of Cups trying to come through. The Four of Wands in reverse. What does that mean? One card, please. I'm going to just do one card just for the sake of time. If one wants to come through. One kind of does. Okay, who's that? Six of Wands. Okay. And look, the Four of Wands back at the bottom of the deck. So, that strongest energy for January is beautiful. There is something of victory, something of union, something of celebration, something that wants to come through. It came out in reverse first. So the reversal could be maybe that underlying, I'm hearing almost just fear that what it is that you're wishing and working towards, Cancer, Divine Feminine, or what it is that you're anticipating, because I'm feeling this anticipatory victory, this anticipatory like just abundance and love. This is a beautiful, I'm hearing divine merge, a divine union. Four of Wands are that 1111 gates to heaven union that can occur between a, masculine, feminine counterparts, or within yourself, or with soul tribe. Take that as it resonates. But the overlying energy for this month, I love that it's in great success with the Six of Wands, public recognition, victory, whatever it is that you're putting your heart to, Cancer, Divine Feminine, this month, you're going to be successful. It's going to be victorious. People are going to recognize you. You're going to be recognized for it. And what I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see is the Four of Wands with this Hierophant right underneath. You are outgrowing your old life. You have outgrown your old life. I almost said your whole life. You have outgrown your whole life, Cancer, Divine Feminine. You've outgrown your old home, your old city. I'm hearing for some, your old practices, habits, your old lifestyle. I'm hearing some of you even wardrobes, like the actual style. Some of you are feeling so outside of your skin of who you used to recognize yourself to be. Why? Because, Cancer, last year, 2025, or actually not even just 2025, because we're still in the Chinese year, and it is the year of the snake. And the Chinese New Year isn't until the first new moon in Aquarius. So we're going to be still shedding these last layers so that we can spread our peacock feathers for 2026 up until, for still about 6 weeks still. And so, Divine Feminine, Cancer, keep on shedding. Keep on letting what needs to be released and shed and let go to be outgrown, because just like a snake has to outgrow its own skin, just like a snake outgrows its own skin, that's what you've been doing. And that's what you are doing with this Hierophant. And it's beautiful because what it's doing is it's bringing you in alignment with the right people, places, resources, and all the things that are enabling you the success that are enabling you to lead you to the success that you desire and that you are, deserving of. So I like that. Ting Tings will receive that over here in the Cancer crab gang all over here. I'm a Cancer rising, so I will receive that. Thank you, Spirit. We always like a good news. Sometimes my own readings are not always the most pleasing, and that's okay because they're a lesson for us all. But if you like that, Cancer, make sure you're hitting that like button on your way in or out. Let's talk about the Divine Masculine, Cancer. Divine Masculine, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. We have the Page of Wands. Lots of Wands energy. Very passionate. There's a lot of fire. It's like this new year, like fire. Like I'm ready to go. So Page of Wands, let's see, it wants to stay out. I like this Page of Wands work. The decks I'm using, I don't have them posted or anything, but the Divine Feminine, I use the Modern Goddess Tarot, and this Divine Masculine deck I'm using for the Divine Masculine is the Astro Matrix. And for Spirit, I use the Akashic Star Child Tarot. So this Page of Wands as your overall energy, Divine Masculine, Cancer, with the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. 8 of Pentacles underneath that. You got a lot of work. I'm hearing bliss work. That's what I just heard. Because I almost said your hard work is paying off, but I'm hearing your bliss work is paying off. Cancer, Divine Masculine. And this could be bliss work from things that you've been passionate about since you were a child. Things that you've been working on since you were a child. Childlike dreams, loves, passion, projects. And you just keep on twirling that fiery baton. You keep on letting that fire underneath your tuchus light you and move you, Cancer, Divine Masculine, because it's leading you to so much fulfillment and enjoyment. It's going to continue to lead you to so much fulfillment and enjoyment and pleasure in your life that you are literally going to be overflowing with so much abundance. So much abundance, so much emotional fulfillment. This could be in the projects that you're putting in, that you've been working on and practicing. These could be practices in your business, practices in your love life, practices in your personal health and well-being. Cancer, Divine Masculine, whatever the case is, you got the Fool underneath that. You be frolicking in this prairie with joy and bliss and excitement for this new year. Because this first month, this month number 1 with the Fool, you ready? Look, 10 of Cups. I can't even make this up. Stop. I can't keep on looking, but this is beautiful energy, Cancer, Divine Masculine. You're ready to take a leap of faith in something, a project you've been working on, an investment you've been thinking about, a house you've been wanting to buy, a person you've been wanting to, propose to or love, a life, this is a wish. A happily ever after, Divine Masculine. Whatever that is that pours into your heart, that makes your heart overflow with so much joy, love, gratitude, that is what is overflowing for you. That's what you don't see coming for you in this beautiful month of January. And I really love that. What you don't even keep on seeing is that every time you keep taking those leaps of faith and you trust in yourself, Divine Masculine, Cancer, is that you're going to continue to get closer and closer to your happily ever after, to your ultimate wish fulfillment, because it is yours to claim. Period. It is yours. So keep diving deep within. I'm feeling Virgo energy with that Hermit that wanted to sneak through. Keep diving deeply. Diving into the depths of where that passion, where all of that emotion, where all of this love is coming from, this desire, where all of this fire is coming from. Keep diving deeply into why you want and what it is, why you want what you want, and why it feels so good. Keep diving into the depths of your heart. Because I'm hearing God, while you're waiting, while you are working, God is also working. While you're waiting, God is working. And all of that bliss work, all of that hard work is paying off. Spirit says the King of Cups here. In that reverse. The King of Cups, Spirit says that emotional fulfillment sometimes can be so overwhelming. But look, do not forget what you're standing for, what you're fighting for, what you're striving for, Cancer, okay? Let me go ahead. We've been chatting for a long time, Cancer, 19 minutes on the clock, and we started at 9:19. So look at us right about to move into a 1919 on the clock with the 4 of Crystals. I try to keep 10 minutes about for every sign, again, for the sake of time. 4 of Crystals with the 7 of Wands. Spirit is saying, Cancer, the Cancer collective, Divine Masculine, Feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever it is in your chart. Stand firm about what you know is your truth. Hold close what it is that you value, dearest. because you have so much victory on your side, so much abundance, so much love, so much divine on your side, that no matter what kind of distractions might be heading your way or coming at you, or maybe other people's opinions or people, you know, feedback, if they don't like the choices you're making, that's okay. You're in this tunnel for yourself. So you're not for yourself. You're in this tunnel. That's interesting. The spirit said that through me. You're in this tunnel for yourself. You're in this tunnel for yourself, Cancer. Which I'm hearing that means you're in this tunnel. Because what does a Cancer do? Cancer crabs, when they are, welcome on Cancer, Leo cusp. When you are a Cancer, you do a lot of self-protection. You may have a strong exterior, but that's because you have a very, very soft interior, because you are full of love and nurturing. And that's why you have to protect that. That's why it feels like sometimes you have to be in this tunnel for yourself. And I'm hearing like the mask, the oxygen mask. Put it on first, Cancer, so that you have enough. Look, accept the abundance from divine, Cancer. Accept all this ace of crystals, ace of cups, blessings from source, from God, Jah, divine, however you want to call it. Not for yourself and yourself only. That's not what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying be in this sometimes you have to be in this tunnel for yourself, so that you can let divine pour into your cup first, so that you can overflow, fill your cup up into others. That's the goal. To give to others from an overflowing cup first. That's what I'm hearing. That's what that means. I hope that makes sense. So, Cancer, your tea formation, your positive affirmation that comes from these cute little tea bags, because I love making my own tea. Whenever you do a one-on-one soul session with me, I will give you tea while I read your tarot. But tonight, we're just going to read these tea formations. And your tea formation, Cancer, for January says, from a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow. I like that, Cancer. From a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow. We haven't gotten this one a lot. And I hear that mustard seed of faith. And look, the full card, that leap of faith. I'm hearing the small seed, a big trunk. Sometimes it just takes the smallest seed of faith to trust and stand up for what is your passion, even if it started from when you were the smallest seed, as that Page of Wands. Okay, Cancer, I hope that helps. Peace and love. Happy New Year's. That's for the whole collective, so I took a couple minutes for you. But we're going to carry on, and now we're moving into Leo babies. So Leo divine feminine, sun, moon, or rising. What is the strongest energy for the divine feminine, Leo? Sun, moon, or rising. Let's see. We have the moon in reverse here. Leo, divine feminine energy for January. Moon. But that new moon energy. So maybe, again, that Leo Cancer cuffs that we just had on here. That full moon in Cancer we just had could be talking to you right now. Where is your emotions? How are your emotions sitting? And we have the beautiful Ten of Pentacles here as your overall energy, with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What you don't see coming, divine feminine Leo. So what I'm hearing with this is that what you don't see coming, okay, the biggest energy is all of this beautiful abundance. You see this Ten of Pentacles? All this beautiful feminine abundance. Look at that. I'm hearing like boss babe, women owned, women run, legacy, like making legacy in the making, Leo. If you're creating a business, if you're starting a business, divine feminine. But this is also about family and generational wealth as well. This is about making sure that you're planting seeds for people that are going for trees that will shade people that you'll never meet. Does that make sense? Planting seeds for people that you'll never meet. Making sure that you know that what you're doing today is going to have an effect on your children, your children's children, your children's children. If you don't have any kids, your nieces, kids, auntie, your cousins, brothers, nephews. What I'm trying to say, Leo, divine feminine, is that what you do today does matter, and everything that you are planting right now, investing in right now, is churning for more prosperity, which is beautiful. But what you don't see coming is that there is a lot mentally up here going on right now for you, Leo, divine feminine, for this month of January, and that could be trapping you. Swords are of the mental. 8 of Swords is being mentally entrapped. This is where she feels stuck. She feels like she has no other solution or no other way. So maybe, Leo, divine feminine, you might be feeling like you are stuck, or something may occur that has to do with family, business, money, investments, future planning, working for your family. I'm hearing family business, working for your family business. Maybe you do, Leo, divine feminine. Take that as it resonates. Maybe there's something that you're trying to build your own business and you're in your head about, is this going to work? Will this actually carry on beyond me? I feel that. Because at the bottom of the deck, it is an emotional thing, because it's a very, very, it's something that really mattered to you since you were a child. This is something that has been an emotional, I'm hearing an emotional fixation since you were a child. So I don't know if this is something, this can be, physically, materialistically, financially, professionally, whatever, passion projects, or just your purpose. Maybe you're feeling a little bit out of purpose is what I'm hearing for someone out here listening, perhaps. Don't force it if it's not resonating, but divine feminine, Leo, if you're feeling in your head, we have the 5 of Pentacles underneath this, but the 7 of Pentacles underneath that. You have a lot of Pentacles energy, which means this is mostly you are in your head, but there's so much going on externally around you that maybe that's why you're in your head, because this could be affecting your children. This could be affecting your inner child. Maybe you're trying to work with your children. Maybe you're trying to work with your children or your inner child. Or maybe there's just has something to do. I'm not going to get too much into it for the sake of time. You have to let that resonate for you. But this is a general reading for you. But divine feminine, Leo, with that 5 of Pentacles, like maybe that's why you're in your head about, is this said project or desire or goal going to work? Is this actually going to live on? Is this actually going to carry on? Will this last? Is what I'm hearing. Will this last? And maybe the reason why you're in your head, Leo, divine feminine, of will this last is maybe because it didn't last before. It didn't work out before. Or maybe in the past it wasn't as ideal to work with your family or to work with, whatever it is that is in your head. Maybe, yeah. So like I said, I could maybe all night, but take what resonates for you, if it is at all. And if it's not, that's okay. Leave it for someone else, and maybe come back to this message midway through or at the end of January and see if anything resonates at all. Like I said, it's very general. I know that this is vague as shit. Like, so I know that my general readings are so general. It's like, are you just reading off the back of a cereal box? Like, you know what I mean? I get it. That's how we all feel sometimes with horoscopes. And I'm hearing Leo feminine, you might even be feeling that way too. Like, oh, everybody just says follow your dreams and follow your bliss, and like if you just like follow these like equation and of life, if you do this, if you go to school and you go to college, you get your degree and you fall in love and then you get married and then you have kids and then you do all the things the Ten of Pentacles say is your happily ever after that you're supposed to, then you'll be happy, right? But Leo, divine feminine, you're like, I don't like, that's not my, like, I don't know if that's my path. Like, I don't know if that actually is really what is making me happy or is what will make me happy, or I don't even know if that actually did make me happy. All I know is that I'm not happy in this moment because I'm in my fucking head. That's what you're saying to yourself right now, Leo, divine feminine, because you don't realize that the abundance is already here. This is your strongest energy of the month, divine feminine. Let me just make that clear. Ten of Pentacles is your generational wealth, prosperity, abundance is your biggest energy for this month. Welcome on, welcome on. Thank you for all your new subscribers and followers, and welcome to our Vibe Tribe. I love you, peace and love. But what you're so afraid that the past will happen again, Leo, divine feminine, that you are afraid to trust in this abundance that's already here. You're so in your head about what has happened in the past as your inner child wounds of being neglected or hurt or being poor or whatever the case might be, that you can't even really actually see the abundance that is right here, right now. Spirit says, remember, like, for real, get out of your head and see the abundance that's right now. That's going to be your homework, your challenge this year or this month. Not this year, but this month. You're going to be in your head, so your practice, what you want to try to focus on and try to pull yourself out of is that mental spiral, the mental limitations that you might be putting yourself in, those disempowering beliefs, those limiting beliefs that make you feel like you're not enough or can't do it or can't succeed or can't be abundant or can't be wealthy. Get out of your head. You got this, Leo. All right, let's go to divine masculine. We have the Emperor in reverse. Hi, everyone. I appreciate y'all being here. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. That was a little shifty. It was kind of like this. So I'm seeing this divine masculine, Hierophant, and Emperor in reverse. Both of the divine masculine cards in the tarot in reverse for you, divine masculine Leo. So what does this mean? Let's talk about it. Because you have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck as well. So what does this mean? You say. The Knight of Pentacles underneath that. Okay, my guides are telling me grab my bottle of water so I can take a sip and so I can hear what Leo is trying to say. So I'm going to be right back because I forgot my tea. Don't go anywhere. And we're going to take this sip of water out of my jug. Because we have to stay hydrated. This is the first Tea and Tarot Tuesday ever since I've started Tea and Tarot Tuesday in 2023 that I don't have a cup of tea with me. I have my veggie broth over here and I have my matcha that I made over there, but we just gonna sip on water tonight. That's all right. Hierophant, reverse. Emperor, reverse. Six of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Leo, divine masculine, I'm feeling like this month you're going to be tested on your ability to reciprocate. Yeah. to reciprocate. And this could be for you to reciprocate, or this could be for for someone else to reciprocate. Learning reciprocity is what I'm hearing. Just learning reciprocity. The reason why I'm seeing this is with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is about reciprocity. This is about giving and receiving, giving and taking, offering and receiving. This is about being able to give and receive, knowing how to do both. That is a dance between the feminine and masculine energy. The feminine energy that is within us all is the receiver, is the attractor, is the caller inner, is the idea maker, is the creator, is the conceiver. The masculine energy is the bringer into fruitioner, is the giver. So that's why that energy is important within us all. No matter your gender, no matter your genitalia, no matter your preference of partners, we all carry this energy code. That is the yin yang. Okay? But we are led, some of us stronger in one energy code more than another, and that's okay too. That's up to you to decide what that is for you, feminine or masculine. Okay, that we're not gonna get into that right now. But Leo, divine masculine, for some reason I had to explain that to someone. There's the balance. There's a balance that needs to be reset when it comes to the feminine and the masculine energy within yourself, divine masculine, perhaps. For a divine masculine Leo, because this is coming into the divine masculine reading for Leo. So wherever that is in your own self or in your collective, if you're listening for a counterpart, take it as it is, but also listen to it about yourself too, okay? Because conscious love isn't about how can someone love me better? How can, I get what I want? How can I have my happily ever after? Conscious love is about how can we do this together? How can we figure this out together? How can we get through this together? It's figuring out what can I do to give? Sometimes role reversals have to happen. You might feel like you might run more in your feminine energy, and a Leo divine masculine has to hear this right now, because that might be what's causing this imbalance, this Hierophant reverse, because of not realizing how important it is to dance with your own feminine and masculine, to acknowledge and to accept and appreciate the beauty of both polarities. And I'm also hearing the polarities of not just the feminine and masculine, of the emotions versus the practical doing, or the idea versus manifesting it into fruition. But I'm also hearing the polarities of happiness and sadness, and the polarities of anger and forgiveness, and the polarities of, hate and love, and fear and trust. So Leo, divine masculine. I love this Hierophant card. It is my favorite artwork on a Hierophant card I've ever seen in tarot so far. And I love the Om symbol in his palm, the yogi, the Shiva, who represents the divine masculine embodied, this sacred masculine to bless, ordain you into your fullness, into your highest divine self. Blessed by source, divinely blessed. I hope this is making sense for even just Leo masculine. But if not, that's okay too. I trust that this message will reach who needs to hear it, and if it makes sense for you, it does, and if not, that's okay. But with this Hierophant, the Om symbol is about being your highest self. It's about that crown chakra, 7th chakra, your unlimited self. Because there are blessings that are trying to be given to you, Divine Masculine, from Source, from Spirit. But are you able to be in your feminine to receive it? That's the question. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Temperance, balance, alchemize, transmute whatever kind of judgment, shame that you might have been told, ridiculed, scorned for having what? Queen of Cups, emotional intelligence, for having an emotional connection, for having an emotion at all. Divine Masculine Leo, you may have been told your boys don't cry. You can't cry. Big girls don't cry. Thugs don't cry. But what I'm hearing is, call me your crying angel. I cry for the world. That's what I'm hearing, Leo. What I'm hearing is you may have always felt like you could never really let your emotions, your that feminine emotional energy come through and feel. Maybe you have never really tuned into that emotional feminine energy within you. That's why Divine Masculine, you want to balance it. That's why Divine Feminine, Spirit is saying, get out of your head. Because all that you need is within you. Let yourself feel what you feel. Let yourself heal what you need to heal, without judgment or blame or shame for going through everything that you've been through, so that you can continue to move through what it is that you're moving through and receive the blessings that are still for you to receive. It's still yours to claim. So have grace for yourself with this Queen of Cups. Have compassion, have kindness, have forgiveness. Be gentle with yourself, Leo. I hope this helps. I feel like I've been chatting. I've been chatting for 20 minutes for you, Leo. That's too much. We can't talk that much, okay? I can't believe it. We're already at 43 minutes, and we're going into Leo, Virgo. That was a lot. That was 20 minutes. That's too much. I never talked about. I can't do that again. But that may be for all the Leos in this world. I'm just kidding. That was some extra love you needed to have. I wasn't expecting that. Hi, beloved. I'm not doing any personal readings right now, just a general all signs reading for the signs of Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Last week we did Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Okay, so if any of these messages resonate with maybe you, if anything comes through, then that means it's for you, okay? Because there's a reason why you found me. All right, Leo, I had to say this. Beauty is not caused. It is. Okay, we're done. That was also for you, Virgo. So maybe you needed to hear that. Beauty is not caused. It is. I like that for you. I think that resonates with everything that was said. Carrying on, Virgo, Divine Feminine. Ooh, did not want to shuffle there. Maybe you're feeling a little bit, look, stuck. I'm having a little bit of headbutt. Look, this doesn't want to shuffle at all. Virgo, Divine Feminine. Strongest energy for the month of January, please. Thank you. Knight of Cups in reverse. No wonder why. Look at you. You got something that got feels you trying to feel. You trying to give love to somebody. You try to share your love somewhere, and you feeling a little bit, maybe you're feeling a little worried. Tower at the bottom of the deck. We have the Hierophant, the Crown of Swords, and the Five of Swords, but I'm going to just keep the first one, Hierophant. Keep the Crown of Swords at the bottom. So Virgo Divine Feminine with the Hierophant. I love this energy, Virgo, because it's also earth energy. Hierophant usually is around the earth Capricorn of shifting traditions or moving into different traditional cycles. This is the third Hierophant that's come out for this reading. This is the second time for the Divine Feminine. The Hierophant is also about like traditions or even contracts, marriages, or anything like that. So if you are getting married, congratulations. And Virgo Divine Feminine, maybe you're also just outgrowing, maybe you're signing a new contract of some sort. If it's a contract for a new house or a contract for a new job or whatever, that's really exciting. You're outgrowing. What I'm hearing is whatever it is, you're outgrowing something. You are this is the card for the Divine Feminine, that you're outgrowing something. You've outgrown an old life. You've outgrown an old house. You've outgrown an old lifestyle, an old habit, whatever the case is. You're ready to spread your true authentic peacock wings. And that's because what you don't see is that you're starting to trust in yourself to make the decisions for yourself, your greatest and highest good, because you're listening to divine to help you with setting healthy boundaries and cutting out what is not serving you. That's why that Five of Swords is out here. But the Tower that did also want to show that you don't see too is that this is going to awaken and might even cause some ruckus in your life, because when you realize that your soul is now expanding bigger than what your external physical world is offering, when your soul's desire becomes greater than what your external current circumstance is offering, that's when you start to get really uncomfortable. That's when the Tower shit hits the fan. All these things, car breaks down, phone gets lost, somebody hacks your shit, like all these things happen. So Virgo Divine Feminine, hopefully that's not what is going to happen in that sort, but things start to crash, circuits start to short end, because your internal energetic world is expanding larger than what your physical world is presenting, and that's why it's time to upgrade your life. Okay, so Divine Masculine Virgo, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I saw the Devil card trying to peek his little head out with the Queen of Cups under the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a handful of things that wanted to come through. I'm not going to fully take them, but I want to see what they do say. The King of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Four of Swords, Six of Swords. And I love that your biggest energy for the month, Virgo Divine Masculine, is Ace of Pentacles. This is also some good. This is also giving. This looks like a rose garden. Maybe you like to go to a rose garden, but this also gives really big, beautiful, grandiose opportunity, divine opportunity. This gives wedding as well. So Virgo, like I said, with this like contract or marriage or life changes that might be happening for you, Divine Feminine, that might also be in your agenda as well, Virgo Divine Masculine, whatever that case is. And it doesn't have to necessarily be an actual legal marriage, though it could, because that's what Hierophant is about, actual traditional legal contracts. But this Ace of Pentacles Divine Masculine is giving beautiful opportunity. There's a mountain in the yonder, like Colorado, or hiking, like maybe you're just ready to travel. You just, this month is giving you this energy of new, because aces are of new beginnings. And it's this new beginning of abundance, something of the physical substance. With the rose garden, with the rosary of this beautiful, I'm hearing like path, because you know, when I see the other cards that are here of like the, and then the rose, it's like the rose and the thorns, it's a beautiful path you're on, and all this beauty that divine is ready to pour and is giving you, sharing with you this month. But it may have also come at a price at some points. Maybe it came at a cost a little bit with those thorns. Maybe it did not, it did not always look pretty, because you have this Eight of Pentacles. You worked hard. And that's why that Devil card is coming through. Yeah. Oh no, that's the Death. Okay, I thought it was the Devil, but it's the Death card, which is a different energy. Death card is ego death. It's losing your false identity to your higher self, to your true self, with the Queen of Cups. And that's why the King of Pentacles is also here. And the Six of Wands, because you will succeed. What you don't see is you will succeed. Welcome on, everyone. Thank you for being here. So take some time this month to reflect on where you've been and where you're going. Virgo, Divine Masculine is what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing that you might need to keep on taking some space and some time for yourself to get out of Dodge, to kind of let the dust settle. Because when you have that Six of Swords as well energy after the Six of Wands, I'm just going to show you. I'm sorry, Virgo, or people, I don't mean to like, yeah, I know I usually just take one card, but Spirit is saying, Virgo, you have to like, I have to show this for Virgo, Divine Masculine. You have the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords, victory, as well as needing to like get out of the chaos of things. Maybe things have been pretty crazy over the holidays or last year, but this month, what you don't see is that you will have this beautiful stability with the King of Pentacles, and abundance and security and excess is what I'm hearing, more than what you need. And you will have this recognition and this victory and this success in whatever it is that you are have been working towards. But you also might need to take some time this month after that battle, after the big energy that has been occurring over the holiday in the past year, and just all this time to rest, reflect, and to kind of let all of that, even when it's the hubbub and the hype of like celebration, like New Year's and Christmas and birthdays and all the things, you still kind of have to let that kind of settle, right? You kind of gotta let, coming down from cloud 9, settle a little bit. So give yourself the time to rest for all the work that you have been doing, all the work you have done, Virgo. Because victory is yours, okay? Sorry I had to give you a little bit of extra love on that one, Virgo, but I hope that helped the Divine Masculine that needed to hear it. So let's see what Spirit has to say for Divine Masculine. And then we'll move into Libra, and then we have Scorpio, and then we have Sagittarius, and then we're going to be all done, okay? So Queen of Wands, we have at the bottom of the deck for you, Queen of Wands. That is confidence. That is sexy. Spirit is saying, take your sexy back, Virgo. Okay, that is what is happening this month. Is this new divine ace of abundance, of opportunity, of job. This could be a job opportunity for somebody that could literally take you from one tax bracket to another for somebody. This could be, whatever. Have confidence in this journey that you're on right now, Virgo, because Spirit is with you, okay? Even the confidence in the oppression that you have gone through, okay? Have confidence even after the oppression, because what you don't see is that I'm hearing spiritual attackers might try to come at you because of all these blessings that Spirit is giving and offering, is moving you, is what's the word? Sharing, pouring into you. So maybe there might be some triggers of oppression from the past that might be a little hard for you to accept all this abundance, these blessings. Or maybe people might try to actually oppress the physical abundance and blessings that spirit is trying to give you. So that's why the Queen of Wands is out here saying, nah with that shit. This is my blessings and my abundance, and I will receive it. Thank you very much. And I will not be afraid, and I will not be ashamed, and I will not apologize for receiving my very, very much owed birthright of abundance and beauty and blessings that Spirit has been trying to give me. So no, you may not oppress me this month because I'm in my Queen of Wands. That's right, period. Tink tink for you, Virgo. So your T formation, perfect. I know a Virgo loves to hear that word. Your favorite word. Your potential self is infinite. Don't forget that, Virgo. I love you. Let's go ahead and move on to Libra. 55:57 on the clock. Lots of change, lots of change. I hope that helps. So let's go ahead and move into Libra Divine Feminine. We're almost done. Divine Feminine, Libra, and then Masculine, and then Spirit for Libra. And then we're going to go into Scorpio. And then we're going to go into Sagittarius. Okay, so let's do it. All right. We have 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Libra. Divine Feminine. Reverse. With the Devil card out here, the strongest energy for you, and the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Libra, you're breaking some chains. I love this Devil card for you, Divine Feminine, because you are literally breaking chains. You see that there? Literally breaking free from chains. Chains that have tried to hold you down. Chains that had tried to, I'm hearing, brainwash you into working in the, I'm hearing propaganda, but trying to brainwash you to work in the way that I'm hearing a lot right now that's coming through. Libra. Someone's spirit guides, Libra, is chatting it up. It's like a council. They're just chatting it up, and I'm hearing conspiracy theories and I'm hearing galactic council, and my mother is a Libra, so I know that this is her council talking to her right now, coming through me like this. Okay. So if she's listening to this, and I know she will at some point, this is for you. Someone is speaking to you, that you are ending these cycles, breaking these chains, and have been doing so, Libra. And this month, the strongest energy is that you're continuing to do that, Libra Divine Feminine, breaking those chains, breaking those cycles of how people try to tell you how you had to be, how to dress, what to do, even brainwash all the way into being, the complete opposite, and say you got to be this way too now. And if it's you're either too much or not enough. And Libra Divine Feminine, what you're saying is, you know what, I'm gonna take my strengths. What you don't see coming is that January you're going to find that you actually are learning how to, you're going to learn how to cooperate with people. I'm hearing interdependence, being able to work together independently with people, individuals together is what I'm hearing, like Aquarius energy, right? The individual humanitarian. But this 3 of Pentacles is about taking your strengths, taking your weaknesses, working together with people and their strengths and their weaknesses, and being able to still form the collective goal, still being able to meet the collective goal by utilizing and putting together the pieces of the puzzle. And you see, she likes to paint. She's gonna do this. She's gonna measure. She's tall. She's gonna go up there. So it's like using your strengths instead of everyone has to have the same, everyone's got to be listen to the same song, everyone's got to be, you know, tied to the same chain, wear the same unitard. Like, it's, you know, it's learning how to love and accept all of your imperfections, flaws, weaknesses, and your strengths, and use them all together, and then be able to do that with another as well, and be able to do that with a partner at work, co-workers, employees, family, friends, business, romance. This is what you're learning, Divine Feminine. This is what you're breaking free from, ending those cycles so you can learn how to cooperate with people in a collective, synergistic space is what I'm hearing. That's really beautiful. I love that. So we have the Emperor in reverse for you, Divine Masculine Libra. Welcome on. Hey, D7 Sun, long time no see, friend. Welcome back to the Vibe Tribe. Glad you're here. Happy New Year. So we have the Nine of Wands for you, Divine Masculine Libra, and the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So what you don't see coming is some manifestation that you are working with with your guides, with source directly to create whatever it is that you create in. It has something to do with love, but you're trying to heal a broken heart, because I saw those Three of Wands behind you. I saw it. You're trying to, I'm hearing even make amends perhaps, or maybe even reconcile, because that kind of looked like a little bit of an apology offering with that Knight of Cups with the Three of Swords that I saw underneath that, but we're not getting into that right now for the sake of time. This is a general reading for the collective Libra, Divine Masculine. So if this general message resonates, take it as it does. But you are in a very, very heavy energy in this month. Even if you don't see that you're manifesting something, I think you have gone through it. So maybe you have, this is a Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. When I saw the Three of Cups, or the Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups, this could be about love for you, Libra. Maybe you are recognizing the battles that you have trudged along, is what I'm hearing, in love. Maybe it is how battered, broken, and bruised you feel when it comes to love in your heart space, Libra, Divine Masculine, because of what you have gone through. And I'm hearing, even again, not just from your own relationships that you have experienced, but the relationships you witnessed around you, right? Like, this could be battles that you have been beaten by life that has affected your ability to love. And that makes me sad for you, Divine Masculine, because I love you, Divine Masculine Libra. My dad's also a Libra, so my heart goes out to my Divine Masculine Papa, because I know what he went through. I know what he has gone through when it comes to love and loss. And I know what I have witnessed as the observer to what he's had to observe and go through, and how that have trickledy affected me and my ability to love. And that's why we here, and that's why my mission is to heal the heart of the Divine Masculine and the Sacred Feminine for the soul of mankind through conscious love. Because it's not just about my love and your love, it's about our love, it's about one love, it's about all love, it's about the collective divine love that we all are, that we are all still trying to heal with, and remember that we are. That's what you're working on, Divine Masculine Libra. That's what you're working on. That's what you're manifesting. That's what you're trying to reconcile. That's what you're trying to heal and trying to figure out. Is how to heal that wounded heart of yours, Divine Masculine. Where do you start when it maybe have come from wounds that cut so deep? Yeah, this is a general, oh, this is the Libra reading for Divine Masculine, D7 Sun. So we had the Knight of Cups. Spirit says also is understanding this has to do with something around your emotional heart space. It could be romance for someone. The Knight of Cups coming out again twice. Oops, I didn't mean to start shuffling again. Yeah, child healing, inner child healing with the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What you don't see, Libra, is there's a lot of inner child healing that's happening right now in your emotional body. How you learn to love, Divine Feminine, has been false, has been falsely brainwashed. You were taught to be sexy and give your body, and that's how you'll get love, Divine Feminine, Libra. You were taught to work hard and never cry, Libra, Divine Masculine. Leo, you might also, or Libra, Divine Masculine, you might also resonate with Leo's reading because that also came through of some sort. But Spirit is saying that there is still incoming love that wants to meet you, find you, and merge with you, and mirror you is what I'm hearing. It wants to not come to you. This love, this divine love that wants to be offered to you, Libra, is something that is coming from Spirit, because it's in the deck with Spirit with the Knight of Cups. But it's something that's actually going to heal your inner child. This is going to come, this is a love that's going to heal your inner child. This could be love that, like, from your childhood, but this could also be healing the wounds around love with your children, however that looks for you. So your T formation, Libra, is from a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow. Second time we've gotten this, and this is the first time that in this night is the first time we've gotten that, and this, now we've gotten it twice. I think that was Cancer that got that one. So maybe you also have some Cancer in your chart, Libra, but I hope that helps. Okay, peace and love. So we're going to go ahead and carry on to Scorpio. Welcome on, welcome on. All right, so Scorpio, Divine Feminine. I'm going to take a sip of my water, whatever you're sipping on as well. Stay hydrated. All right. So, Divine, we're on Scorpio, and then we have Sag, and then we're going to dip out, all right? Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio. Divine Feminine in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune for you for January. Ooh. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We have the Ten of Swords at the bottom that wanted to flip over with the World card, and the Six of Swords and the Page of Cups here at the bottom. So with the Ten of Cups as your strongest energy, this is a completion for you, Scorpio, Divine Feminine, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some sort of completion. Maybe you have decided you're just going to surrender. I'm hearing, I surrender all. I surrender all. Do I have the book behind me? Because that's what's coming through. Maybe some of you might want to read this book. This is something that maybe you're struggling with, like your faith, if that's something that you want to tap into more of, like on a religious, like spiritual base. This book I read back in like 2024, and it literally changed. It changed a lot for me in my life. So if that's something that helps, but That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you feel like you want to surrender. Why? Because you're coming into a brand new world. You're coming to a brand new world. You're ready to surrender the old world. You're ready to surrender. Look, I mean, you're walking away. I can't say it more with the Six of Swords. Walking away, getting out of Dodge, going somewhere. You might actually literally be moving, creating a brand new life for yourself. And if that's the case, this is the first month for the first universal cycle 1, 10 and 1. So yes, ma'am, you better get that World card, which is the final major arcana, and the 10 of completion for you, Scorpio, Divine Feminine. We have the Hanged Man, the Hanged One, they call it, in reverse for Divine Masculine. The Hanged One, and the Six of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio. You're definitely going into some deep reflection. You're trying to look at life and things in a different way, Scorpio Divine Masculine, this month. Maybe you're actually picking up on maybe you're trying to look into some more spiritual practices. Maybe you're wanting to maybe deepen your spiritual practice or look at other different kinds of spiritual practices. But looking at things from a different perspective is helping you with actually is helping you understand and piece together. I'm hearing things from the past that maybe you had a hard time understanding before with the Six of Cups, and then you have the Seven of Cups underneath that. So yeah, all these different options and all these different thoughts and all these different avenues, and with the Empress underneath that. So Scorpio Divine Masculine could be around a Divine Feminine, or around, the feminine collective. But if there's something that's coming up, something that you don't see this month, is that something from the past will come up, and it could be it could be childhood memories or childhood I'm hearing childhood experiences, but what you don't see, that's going to actually kind of give you more pieces to move through, it's going to help shift more clarity and give you more answers. And you might also come to find with the Queen of Wands that Spirit is saying at the bottom of the deck that you had a pretty good sense on things all along, is what I'm hearing, with the Four of Cups here at the bottom of the deck and the Queen of Wands. So maybe some things didn't quite turn out the way you wanted. Maybe there was a spilled cup or two. Maybe there was some heaviness that really made you close off and isolate. But Scorpio, starseed is coming out right now. You are a starseed, okay? You're a starseed, which means you're very important, which means you're very special, which means that you have beautiful gifts and qualities that are graciously blessed for you and only you to share to this world. So, whatever it is in the past that you had to let go of, Divine Feminine, Scorpio, and whatever it is that you're shifting or trying to shift and look at from a different perspective from your past, so that you can move forward. Spirit wants to leave you with this prayer, this T formation for January. May this day be the day to lead you to peace, to happiness, and to joy. Okay, Scorpio, I hope that helps. So let's carry on to our final Sagittarius. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for all the likes that you guys have been planting my way. I always appreciate a good thumbs up. And always appreciate your subscribe to my Vibe Tribe if you would like to always know whenever I am coming live for Tea and Tarot Tuesdays, or for my daily divines, from messages from spirit, or whatever else I decide I feel like doing on a random Tuesday. But if not, and this is the only time that we meet, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with your girl for this time being. Let's go into Sagittarius, okay? Where's my Saggy babies? My Saggy divine feminines. What is your strongest energy for January? Ooh, you got the Seven of Swords, Sagittarius. Where are you going that you don't want anybody to know about? What you doing? We have the Crone of Wands. You're reflecting. You're going out in the middle of the night so you can reflect on your life. So you can journal, so you can be at peace with the stillness of the night. So you can listen to God speak to you in the whispers of the wind. That's beautiful. You're reflecting back on when you were just a beautiful young child, because it's the first of the year. So you're reflecting back, Sagittarius Divine Feminine, this month on how far you've come, on the journey that you've been on since you were a little girl. And I use she, her pronouns for Divine Feminine and he, him pronouns for Divine Masculine for the sake of ease. But like I said, it's not about gender. But Divine Feminine, Sagittarius, you're recognizing, let me just do it this way just so I can give you a better picture. You're looking back at your life as a young girl, as a wee lad. You're looking back at your emotions, at the things you loved, at the things that made you happy. And you're wondering, is this, am I fulfilled? Am I, have I, did I step into the fullness of my divine feminine essence as the Empress? Did I work hard enough in my life to make something of it? Did I transform a generation like Angela Davis? Maybe you're reflecting not necessarily even on that. For some of you, it may be in the past, as the crone is the wise elder woman, reflecting on the young, youthful Paige in her journey. But some of you, Divine Feminine Sagittarius, are thinking about how you want to. I mean, I know that this is the strongest energy and what you don't see, but you're thinking about how you want to grow up, what you want to be when you grow up. You're thinking about reversal, what I would say if I were to think about my life right now, if I were dead now, how would I want my life to have reflected? How do I want, and then how can I take those steps to make sure that I reach that Empress life that I know I am blessed and called to reach? So maybe you're doing some reverse engineering on future planning and goal setting, Sagittarius. You're such an optimistic crew and always hopeful and excited about making plans. Speaking of which, my camera is letting me know that I'm running low on juice. So good thing we are on our final sign of the night. Divine Masculine, you have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. For you, Sagittarius, ooh, I realized I just forgot to put the time, so I'm going to have to go back. But I started at Divine Masculine 78, so I'm going to have to go back because this will be time-stamped. So if you do want to go back and re-listen again or re-watch for a cross-watch sign or whatever, sun, moon, or risings, you can see it in the comments below, okay? After I post this. After the live ends. But you have the Six of Cups, Sagittarius Divine Masculine, and the Seven of Cups. So you're taking these steps, 6 and 7. Oh my gosh, that's so funny because my son, I don't know why I called him my little brother just now, But maybe it's because the Six of Cups is about, can also represent something about children and siblings. But the kids joke these days that my niece and my son are all joking about is like this whole 6, 7. I don't know what it means, but he's like all about it in this inside joke. So the fact that we have 6 and 7 of cups coming out, and he is a Sagittarius, divine masculine. I think that's hilarious. And we also have the Empress coming out to also show up underneath with the divine feminine Empress. So, Sagittarius, there's a lot of feminine energy that wants to come through, feminine wisdom. And this feminine wisdom could be what will help you with making the right decision. You have a lot of choices to make this month. You have a lot of opportunities, a lot of different options that you can choose from. And that could be in whatever it is you want to move forward in, divine masculine, Sagittarius. This could be in how you want to move forward with, your siblings, how you want to move forward with a idea from a childhood. I'm hearing like a childhood maybe idea or a childhood memory that is maybe coming up, or even a past life memory. Six of Cups can also represent is past life memories that might be coming up that you don't see this month of January, that's bringing you to all these different kinds of rabbit holes to study and to look at and to contemplate. But I'm also hearing divine masculine Sagittarius that it's for you to choose, and you can't get it wrong because you never get it done, says Abraham Hicks, because you're always unfolding and expanding. So Sagittarius, don't get worried about whether you're going to choose the right one or the wrong one. Maybe you're needing to take a step back, going from 7 of Cups to 6 of Cups, to just make sure that you are taking the best step or choosing the best step. With the 4 of Swords in reverse from Spirit, we have the 5 of Swords going back to those steps again, the 4 and the 5. And this also, again, 5 and then the 4. So Spirit is saying, yes, in fact, especially after whatever kind of battles or things, hardships that you had to go through recently, maybe in the last month or the last year of 2025. And that's why, Sagittarius, divine feminine, you got your journal out reflecting, because you're healing from those inner child wounds, and you're also healing from the battles that have left you scarred today. And that's why the 4 of Swords is here, because Spirit is saying, Sagittarius, rest, recover. The 6 of Swords, 4, 5, and 6 of Swords. It said 5, 4, 6. So what I'm hearing, Sagittarius, is Spirit is saying for this month, take a pause, take a break, take a beat, take a breath. 5, 4, take a step back, rest, reflect, journal, ponder, meditate, and then Chariot, year of the horse. As soon as the horse, Chinese New Year, come in after the new moon in Aquarius, that's when you'll get this beautiful awakening to have the strength to then, look at this, move forward. You'll have the strength to get past whatever oppressed you in the past and move into this brand new soul contract, a brand new version of you, a transformation in your truth, the sun, in your joy, in your bliss, with the Ace of Pentacles, with divine clearing the path for you every step of the way. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. So you are protected with Isis out here, Egyptian goddess of healing, of love, of alchemy, of magic, to bring all of those pieces back of your childhood, of your inner child healing so that you can be this beautiful empress, so that you can tap into that divine feminine, creative, sensual, emotional, beautiful being that you are. Okay, I hope this helps. That was really beautiful. T formation, last T formation of the night, y'all. Then we're going to wrap up. Sagittarius, this says, give to others and give to yourself the same attention. Ooh, that's good. That's why we out here. That's why she out here with her journal. I love this because my little sister is a Sagittarius. That's exactly right. This is her if she's listening, with her new journal that she just got for herself for New Year's. Self-care, self-reflection. Give to others the same attention. Give to yourself the same attention that you give to others. You have to pour into yourself first, Sagittarius. You have to fill your cup first. You have to make sure that you are aligned with the Empress and all of its sacred divinity that you are first. And then everything will align. Okay, I hope this helps. This was beautiful. This is a really beautiful reading, and I can't wait to tune back in for the next All Signs reading for February. And if there's anything that I decide I want to share or go live and be with you in the meantime, I usually do my All Signs the last Tuesday of the month for the following month, and then the first Tuesday of that month. I split them into 2 parts just for the sake of time and ease. Otherwise I'd be here for 4 hours every week. Or every month. So welcome and thank you and good night from Africa. Thank you for everyone who's here all over, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all these likes. I hope that these messages helped. I hope that it gave you some sense of a little bit of maybe guidance that may be able to help you. And if you need to listen back to it, it will be time-stamped, that I'll place it in here as soon as I click off this video. So if this is the last time that we see each other, I hope your path is blessed. And if I see you again, if you are now subscribed to my Vibe Tribe, so we can continue to heal the heart of the Divine Masculine and the Sacred Feminine through the soul, for the soul of mankind, through conscious love, then can I get an ashe? Then thank you. I'll see you again. Whenever I go live in the mornings for my daily divine messages from Spirit, on Fridays or the weekends, weekend wisdoms or weekly wisdoms. And sometimes I just feel like coming on and doing like a chakra thing or something. So you never know. Hit that notification bell so that you are always notified whenever I am going live or posting anything, because sometimes I decide to do random songs and post them, or maybe a random runway show and tell you how cool I am. But until then, peace and love. Namaste. God bless. Happy New Year. Bye.